Today we're going to be talking about courage and what it actually takes to do things with courage. Here's the thing. Courage doesn't mean you're not scared. Courage literally means doing things when you're scared, especially when you're scared. It means being vulnerable and stepping into uncertainty anyway. But there's a mistake that most people make. They think courage literally means taking one giant leap, jumping straight into starting a business and quitting your job tomorrow and completely change your life overnight. That's not courage. That's just being reckless. Real courage is about building that momentum slowly, one small step at a time. So I want to tell you about when I was performing in the Netherlands. I was performing as a stunt diver, and at that point I had learned how to do the basic jumps from until the 10-meter platform, but then I had to literally jump on fire from 12 meters. And by the end of that season, since I saw all the way high, I wanted to do the high dive of 25 meters as well. Now, did I attempt to jump from 25 meters on day one? No, because that would have been stupid, not brave. Instead, I increased 1 meter at a time. My body needed to get ready for the impact. My mind needed to adjust to the height. And it took me literally 2.5 months of training every single morning and getting some pretty awful slaps in the pool before I could do the 25 meters. But each day, each meter, I was building evidence that I could handle the next level. Now, if you're enjoying this, listening about all of the stories of me getting slapped, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video so we can keep making content like this and provide you as much value as I possibly can. Moving on, back to the video. But just like in diving, my freelance career worked exactly the same way. I didn't start by landing $5,000 projects. I started by looking at the job post, then trying to write the beginning of a proposal, then sending a terrible proposal that basically I copy-pasted to multiple people. But little by little, I found that habit and then started enjoying the process. Each and small action actually built the evidence that I could handle the next step. Here's something crucial. We have to start normalizing fear, because fear is nothing more than not knowing what's going to happen. When you step into the unknown, that's not something to avoid. That's an act of freedom and bravery. It's looking for the next adventure. And you can even think about playing a video game. You don't avoid the unknown. You don't avoid the unknown areas of the map because that's exciting. You explore them because that's where the adventure is. And I believe that life works in the same way. So here's a simple framework for dealing with fear. Okay, we're gonna go through steps. Step number 1, understand what the fear actually is. Name it. I'm scared of looking stupid, or I'm afraid of failing. Number 2, create the next smallest possible action. Not the perfect action, the smallest one. Step 3, find proof that doing this action won't kill you. Literally, look for evidence that contradicts your fear. 4, you need to repeat. Each time you do the thing and you survive, you build confidence for the next level. The fear will diminish as the evidence starts to build that doing the thing won't actually destroy you. Remember, your brain isn't designed to make you happy. It's designed to keep you alive. But most of our fears aren't actually life-threatening. Some are, not all of them. So here's what I want you to do right now. Number 1, pick one area of your life where you want to take action. Careers, relationship, fitness, whatever feels most important to you. Number 2, I want you to write down the small action you've been avoiding in that area. Something specific like reach out to one person on LinkedIn or go to the gym for 20 minutes. Step 3, list 3 pieces of evidence that doing this action won't actually harm you. Like, for example, I've messaged people before and I survived. Or I've been to the gym before and I didn't die, or I didn't die of embarrassment. And step 4, commit to doing that small action within the next 48 hours. Put it in your calendar right now, because this builds your courage bank. Proof compounds, and little by little you start building the courage muscle we talked about before. So let me give you some real examples of how this works in real life. So career, for example. Maybe you want to transition into freelancing or into writing, but you're scared to reach out to potential clients. Your small action might be something like send one message to a local business asking if they need help writing their blog. Your evidence could be, hey, I've sent emails before and people didn't attack me or didn't tell me I'm gross. The worst they can say is no, and I've had a conversation with strangers before and I survived. There's a crucial part in all of this. You have to actually write these things down. Write the proofs down, because if you don't write it, you can't see it. But there's this thing, once you see it written in front of you, that little fear starts to fade away and your brain can't argue with evidence that's staring right back in your face again. So you can put send one outreach message in your calendar, for example, for tomorrow at 2 p.m. And when you do it and get either a polite no or even no response, you've just proven to yourself that reaching out doesn't kill you. Next week, you can reach out to 2 businesses. And let's say in fitness, for example, you want to get in shape, but you're intimidated by gyms. So your small action would be something like walk into a gym, look around for 10 minutes and leave. The evidence is I've been in public spaces before. Gym staff are paid to be helpful, not to judge. And you can always leave if you feel uncomfortable. So put it on your calendar for Sunday morning or Saturday morning. And when you walk in, look around, maybe ask one question about membership and leave. And then you can feel accomplished because you actually did what you wanted to do. You built evidence that gyms aren't scary. And next time, maybe you do 15 minutes on a treadmill. The key here is that each small win makes the next step feel a little bit more possible. You're literally rewiring your brain to see action as safe instead of dangerous. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this makes sense for small actions, but what about the bigger picture? How do I turn these small steps into actual progress? Progress towards my goals. How do I know if I'm moving in the right direction? And those are the exact questions we're tackling in the next video. I'm going to show you how to connect these small courage building actions into a system that actually moves you towards the life that you want. Because taking small actions is great, but taking small actions in the right direction, that's where real transformation happens. So I'll see you in the next video, where we'll turn courage into momentum and momentum into real results. I can't wait to see you there. Much love. See you next time. Mwah.